No limit in the sky that I won't fly.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing like a super easy eyeshadow tutorial for beginners using the Modern Renaissance palette, and I really just picked this palette because it has like really pretty colors, number one, and number two, I feel like it is one of the best eyeshadow palettes that I first got and started learning how to use eyeshadow, because like the quality of the eyeshadows themselves are like super buttery. It's super easy to blend and actually get used to like blending back and forth in that transition spot. So this is going to be my eyeshadow tutorial. It was like kind of requested to do this look that I'm going to do that I had on in my last video, or for the Forever 21 haul that I did. So yeah, let's just jump right in. So first and foremost, what really helps like you put together a really good eyeshadow look and where you want to start is investing in like at least two to three good brushes that are going to help do the job for you. So I have the Morphe M441, and if you're a beginner, I definitely recommend like going on Morphe, seeing like the brushes, and they're pretty affordable. So I recommend getting the Morphe M441 brush and the Morphe M433 brush to learn how to actually have your brushes do the work for you, because when you have good quality brushes, it kind of takes away the difficulty of like blending your shadow, and it really does help when you have a good quality brush. So the transition shade is going to be applied like into the crease. Right here you're going to want to do windshield wipers, so like, you know, back and forth into the crease, and you're building basically dimension, and you can always do a different shape than your actual eye, but for beginners we're just gonna stick to actually just sticking the brush right into the crease, back and forth, and if you can like start to doing circular motions at the end, even just throughout the entire crease. So basically by doing those motions, it places a fairly good amount of product in your crease for you. This look isn't going to be very intricate and very complicated, so wherever you basically put the shadow is going to be okay. Once you get more advanced, you can learn to like put different colors in specifically different places in different ways, so that it like changes the shape of your eyeshadow and like your eye appearance. But for now, it's fine to just stick with the basics, and wherever it goes, it's gonna look cute, trust me. So I'm going to go in with burnt orange. So you're just going to apply it back and forth into your eye, and like towards the end you can kind of just do circular motions so that like it blends out, so it looks very blended on the ends. And you can take it as far out as you want. If you wanted to do like a little more extended look, you can. If you want to keep it closer in so it's more rounded to your eye. But basically something very just simple. We're just going to pop that into the crease very fast. And if you don't have like a lot of eyeshadow palettes, a trick that you can just use is just taking your bronzer and applying that as your transition shade, so it looks a little softer and more natural, that it kind of like matches with your bronzer, you know. So that's a good trick that's really helpful if you don't have like an idea of where to really start for your transition shades, or you're kind of scared to jump into right away like this shade burnt orange. Any bronzer that you use and just applying that into your crease is going to be perfect for the transition. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. It's always a good idea to just take the shadow and start over here, and then move back and forth into working your way into the entire crease of your eye, so that just in case if like you took too much product, you don't want to go ahead and put it right here. Next I'm going to take raw sienna, which is just a little bit like darker and a little more brown toned than burnt orange, and I'm going to basically put that also in the transition area, so like the exact same place that I put the other one, but this one I'm just going to try and keep it a little bit under so that like it's not completely over the entire shade. So the first one you can kind of go all over, and the second one I like to just take it a slight bit under, but overall like wherever you place the shade is just basically like okay. And this technique will like work with any color shadow, so it doesn't have to be these specific shades. Next in my Morphe M433 brush, I'm going to take this warm taupe shade right here and only apply it to the outer part of my eye right here, and keep it in that spot. You don't really want it to move too much. Basically, like for beginners, you just kind of want to apply it at an angle so that it kind of turns into a literal V. You can kind of just go like this in an angle, and then keep doing circular motions so that it only stays pretty much on this outer part of your eye, and you don't really want it to go anywhere else but there. I'm not going to make it too dark because I don't want it to be too dramatic. That is fine. Keep blending, like it's perfect, and it's very simple, very pretty, just for beginners. Like you just want to warm up this outer part only of your eye, and it gives your eye like a totally different look than what you had going on before. So you kind of want to take it here and drag down towards your lash, and then you can kind of just do circles and then keep it just right here. And so you're like, it's almost like an imaginary V shape of this like angle of your eye. And last, what I want to do is take this shimmer shade Primavera and basically apply it using just my fingers. You don't have to get real fancy. If you want, you can like cut this out with concealer and it'll look like a little bit more pigmented, but it's okay to just use your finger and apply it only to this inner part of my eye. Like that, and then you just want to take a clean brush and kind of blend it all together, especially the outer corners, so that right here it looks just softer. So that's pretty much it for the whole eye look. And then you just want to take like a little bit of your transition shade from the beginning, a teeny bit, and then just kind of go over the top of your eye and kind of clean things up a bit and blend it all together. That's pretty much it. And then you can apply liner and lashes if you feel like it. So it's really just practice, and I encourage you guys to try out a look like this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And that's pretty much it for my beginner eyeshadow tutorial. So give this video a thumbs up if it was easy to follow and helpful, and if you like the look that I came up with. If you're new to my channel, I'm Nicole. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.